Hayley Jacob and the Two Hairy Rabbits. Fairytale by Vivian Troches. Once upon a time, there was a happy girl called Hayley Jacob. She was on the way to see her Aunt Sophia Smith when she decided to take a shortcut through Enchanted Forest. It wasn't long before Hayley got lost. She looked around, but all she could see were trees. Nervous, she fell into her bag for her favorite toy, Miss Moon. But Miss Moon was nowhere to be found. Hayley began to panic. She felt sure she had packed Miss Moon. To make matters worse, she was starting to feel hungry. Unexpectedly, she saw a hairy rabbit dressed in a purple shirt disappearing into the trees. How odd, thought Hayley. For the want of anything better to do, she decided to follow the peculiarly dressed rabbit, perhaps it could tell him the way out of the forest. Eventually, Hayley reached a clearing. In the clearing were three houses, one made from carrots, one made from pancakes, and one made from chocolates. Hayley could feel her tummy rumbling. Looking at the houses did nothing to ease her hunger. Hello, she called. Is anybody there? Nobody replied. Hayley looked at the roof of the closest house and wondered if it would be rude to eat somebody else's chimney. Obviously, it would be impolite to eat a whole house, but perhaps it would be considered acceptable to nibble the hot feature of leek too odd fitting in a time of need. A cackle broke through the herd, giving Hayley a fright. A witch jumped into Spain in front of the houses. She was carrying a cage. In the cage was Miss Moon. Miss Moon! Shouted Hayley. She turned to the witch. That is my toy! The witch just chortled. Give me my moon back! Cried Hayley. Not on your Nelly, said the witch. At least let Miss Moon out of the cage. Before she could reply, two-headed rabbits rushed in from a footpath on the other side of the clearing. Hayley recognized the one in the purple t-shirt that she had seen early. The witch seemed to recognize him too. Hello, big rabbit, said the witch. Good morning. The rabbit noticed Miss Moon. What is this? That is my Miss Moon, explained the witch. Oh, Miss Moon will look lovely in my house. Get to me, demanded the rabbit. The witch shook her head. Miss Moon is staying with me. Excuse me, Haley interrupted. Miss Moon lives with me, and not in a cage. Big Rabbit ignored her. Is there nothing you will trade? He asked the witch. The witch thought for a moment, then said, I would like to be entertained. I will release him to anybody who can eat a well from dirt. Big Rabbit looked at the house made from chocolates and said, No problem. I could eat an entire house made from chocolates if I want to. That is nothing, said the next rabbit. I could eat two houses. That is not need to shout up, said the witch. Use eat one front door and I will let you have Miss Moon. Hayley watched feeling very worried. She didn't want to witch to give Miss Moon to Big Rabbit. She didn't think Miss Moon would like living with a hairy rabbit away from her house and all her other toys. The other one rabbit watched Will Big Rabbit put on his beak and withdrew a knife and fork from his pocket. I will eat this royal house, said the big rabbit. Just you watch. Big Rabbit pulled off a corner of the front door on the house made for pancakes. She gulped it down, smiling, and went back for more, and more, and more. Eventually, Big Rabbit started to get bitter, just a little bit bitter at first, but after a few more forkfuls of pancakes, he rose to the size of a large snowball, and he was very big as around. And I don't feel too good, said Big Rabbit. Suddenly, he started to roll. He had grown so brown that he could not longer balance. Help! He cried, and he rolled off down a slope into the forest. Big Rabbit never finished eating the front door made from pancakes, and Miss Moon remained trapped in the witch cage. Albert Rabbit stepped up and approached the house made from chocolates. I will eat this wild house, said Albert Rabbit. Use you watch. Albert Rabbit pulled off a corner of the front door of the house made from chocolates. She gulped down, smiling, and went back for more, and more, and more. After a while, Albert Rabbit started to look a little gassy. She grew grainer and grainer. A woodcutter walked into the clearing. What is this bush doing here? He asked. I know a bush. I am a rabbit, said Average Rabbit. It talks, exclaimed the woodcutter. Those talking bushes are the roast kind. I will better take ye away from somebody gets hurt. No! Wait! cried Abra Rabbit, as the woodcutter picked her up. But the woodcutter ignored her cries and carried the rabbit away under his arm. Abra Rabbit never finished eating the front door made from chocolates, and Miss Moon remained trapped in the witch case. That's it, said the witch. I win. I get to keep Miss Moon. Not so fast, said Hayley. There is still one front door to go. The front door of the house made of carrots, and I haven't had a turn yet. I don't have to give you a turn, laughed the witch. My games, my rules. The woodcutter's voice carried through the forest. I think you should give her a change. It's only fair. Fine, said the witch. But you saw what happened to the rabbit. She won't last long. I will be right back, said Hayley. What? said the witch. What is your sense of impatience? So you want Miss Moon back? Hayley ignored the witch and gathered a heavy pile of sticks. She came back to the clearing and started a small campfire. Carefully, she broke off a piece of the door of the house made from carrots and tossed it over the fire. Once it had cooked and cooled just a little, she took a bite, she quickly devoured the whole piece. Hayley sat down on the nearby lawn. You fault, cackled the witch. You were supposed to eat the wild dirt. I haven't finished, explained Hayley. I'm just waiting for my food to go down. When Hayley's food had digested, she broke off another piece of the door made from carrots. Once more, she tossed her food over the fire and waited for it to cool it just a little. She ate it at leisure pace, then waited for it to digest. Eventually, after several sittings, Hayley was down to the final piece of the dough made from carrots. Careful, she took it and allowed it to cool just a little. She finished her final course. Hayley had eaten the entire front door of the house made from carrots. The witch stamped her foot angrily. You must have tricked me, she said. I don't reward cheating. I don't think I don't think so, said a voice. It was the woodcutter. She walked by into the clearing carrying his eggs. This little girl won fair and square. Now hand over Miss Moon of I will chop your blacksmith in half. The witch looked horrified. She grabbed her broomstick and placed it behind her. Then, huffing, she opened the door on the cage. Hayley hurried over and grabbed Miss Moon, checking that the fairy tie was all right. Fortunately, Miss Moon was unharmed. Hayley, take the woodcutter, Brave quickly survived and hurried on to meet Sophia. It was starting to get dark. When Hayley goes to Sophia's house, her aunt threw her arms around her. I was so worried, cried Sophia. You are very late. As Hayley described her day, she told them that Sophia didn't believe her, so she grabbed a naked from her pocket. What is that? asked Sophia. Hayley unwrapped a doorknob made from pancakes. Pudding, she said. Sophia almost fell off her chair. The end. Thank you.